Hi, this is Ellen from the Mercer County Library System Administrative Offices. Today we'll be making pineapple spoon bread, which is a real favorite of my family's. It's a side dish you can have with beef or pork or ham, and I'm also going to be making it gluten-free. You can easily make this regular by swapping out the gluten-free white bread for regular white bread. So the first thing you want to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Then you want to take a 7 by 11 or 9 by 13, if you're going to double it, glass dish and butter the bottom and the sides. The recipe contains a 1/4 cup of butter, a 1/2 cup of sugar, 20 ounces of well-drained crushed pineapple, 4 eggs, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then what you want to do is cut your bread. When I make this regular, I use about 7 to 9 slices of white bread, and you're going to take off the crust and then you're going to cut it into small cubes. When I do this gluten-free, if you've ever worked with gluten-free bread, you know that it's a little smaller than regular size bread, so I do tend to use the whole loaf of gluten-free white bread. After you're done taking the crust off and cubing the white bread, then what you're going to do is pour your butter and your sugar and cream them together. And you can add the salt. And you make sure that they're nice and creamed together. And you add the eggs. After you get the eggs pretty well mixed in, you're going to put the pineapple in. And you mix all of that around, and you put in your bread, and the cubes are about that size. Oftentimes I double this recipe because it goes pretty fast. And you just make sure that it's mixed in pretty well. You want it nice and coated. So that it cooks evenly. And you spread it out. You're not going to cover this when you cook it, and you're going to cook it for about 45 to 50 minutes, depending on how hot your oven gets. And when you take it out, it's going to look like this. Enjoy!